Hello engineers, today we are going to discuss about the relationship between boundary layer and Reynolds number. And also I am going to tell you about laminar, transition and turbulent part of the boundary layer. Before starting, I want to tell you this is the second part of the video of boundary layer. If you are not seen the first part, please go and see. In the first part, I have explained boundary layer concept in detail. Now let's start the video. Friends, I have drawn these three figures. In all the three figures, all the parameters are the same except object velocity, u infinity, as nothing but the figures with the different Reynolds number. As we know that Reynolds number Re is the ratio of inertia force to the viscous force. These three parameters of the fluid is the same for all three figures, only the velocity changes. In the first figure, the velocity of the object is such that it makes the Reynolds number 0.1. Similarly for the remaining two figures. In the first figure, we can see that the viscous force dominates the inertia force. Now, what is inertia force and viscosity? Inertia force is resistance to change and viscosity movement or neighboring portions due to another. These definitions are very important to understand the relationship between the boundary layer and the Reynolds number. I will try to explain on microscopic level. Object surface, these are the fluid particles which are stuck into the gap between the rough surfaces. This is layer 1. Above there are fluid particle layers, If you are seeing the first figure, the Reynolds number is 0.1. It means the mu viscosity is 10 times greater than rho VL. If you are going by definition, you can say that resistance to a movement of neighboring portions. Here in that figure, neighboring portions are the layer 1 and layer 2. As viscosity is more, then there is a more resistance to the motion between neighboring particles, right? So, as we know that the velocity of this layer is 0 and this will be 0.1 of u infinity. For 3 it will be 0.2. There is a gradual increase in velocity because viscosity don't allow for the drastic change. Now to attain a u is equal to u unknown is equal to 0.99 of u infinity, it takes too much layers. It will take too much layers. So for low Reynolds number, the boundary layer region is more, right? Because it takes too much layers to attain a free stream velocity. If you are going to figure 3rd, where rho VL is 10 raised to 7 times viscosity. Here inertia force dominates viscosity. So there is a less resistance between the two layers. So there is a drastic change in velocity occurs because of high velocity. So it will take very less region of the fluid to attain the 0.99 of U infinity. So for high Reynolds number, boundary layer region is small. For figure number 2, this is a moderate Reynolds number. Now you can imagine it. I hope you understand the video. If you have any doubts, please write in a comment. If you like the video, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Thank you.